Buenos dias, mayong adlaw Zamboanga Peninsula. Ito ang kapihan sa Rehiyon 9, hatid ng Philippine Information Agency Region 9. Bago ang lahat, nais natin i-welcome ang mga manonood natin ngayong araw. Provincial, Municipal, and Barangay Information Officers, magandang araw po. And of course, ang ating mga media partners all over Zamboanga Peninsula. Hindi na po natin patatagalin pa, ang ating pag-uusapan ngayong araw ay patungkol sa Cash Relief Assistance Payout para sa mga transport workers. Kaya po sa lahat po ng ating manonood, para po sa karagdagang impormasyon at mas malinaw at malawak po na impormasyon, makakasama natin ang Regional Director ng Department of Social Welfare and Development Region 9. We have Director Ridwan Hajimuddin.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank our PIA partners headed by Ms. Mai and team. Of course, our media friends, our friends from the Tri-Media, for taking their time to be with us this afternoon. You know, this trying time for not just for a few, but actually for many of us. It's not just the transport sector or the basic sectors who are affected, but including us in government. But of course, priority has to be given to those sectors who have been greatly affected by this crisis in the Middle East. So once again, good afternoon. Mayang hapon sa tanan. Buenas tardes a todos. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much po, RD. Ngayon po, tutungo tayo sa mga maikling impormasyon lang po, no, patungkol sa ating proseso at kung sino-sino po yung mga mabibigyan ng ating cash relief assistance.
Yes, under our MC number 7, these are the sectors who are affected by, actually, as I've said, there are so many who are affected, but priorities have to be given first to the sectors like the transport sectors and other vulnerable sectors for that matters. It's just a matter of time that we have to give priority sector by sector. So this time around, our priority will be the Tricycle Drivers Association or the TODA. Yes. Of course, this cash relief assistance is going to be provided to the sector because of the skyrocketing prices of oil, of fuel. So many of these sectors, especially the tricycle drivers and PUJs, have been greatly affected. So we'll be providing this assistance through the so-called assistance to individual in crisis situation of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Okay, so what's the purpose of this assistance? It's first to for economic stability. This is what we call a social shock absorber to ensure that our basic sector, especially the drivers, will have to be provided with this assistance to ensure that they can continue to go on with their daily activities. No? And second is to address inflation, because the government feel that by giving this assistance, we'll be able to delay, if not prevent, the increase in transportation costs or fare hikes. And so that our sectors can, of course, make use of this little assistance that we have from the government to still, as I've said, to still go on with their daily routine. And the other is, this can take the form of a livelihood support to our tricycle drivers. So meaning, this assistance can be made use by our tricycle drivers and their family for a livelihood activity. They can probably, if the wife is not working, then this assistance can be used as a seed capital to start on a little business. So these are the purpose of this cash relief assistance for the transport sector, particularly our tricycle drivers. Yan. So, I'd like to mention also the eligibilities. And these beneficiaries will come from the LGU. I think we know that tricycle operations is now being regulated by the local government unit, not anymore by the LTO or the LTFRB. So, what are the eligibilities for these tricycle drivers to be entitled to this assistance? First is, of course, they are identified by the LGU belonging to the transport sector. And they're being endorsed by the LGU. And, of course, they're affected, greatly affected. So, meaning, if they're not affected, the LGU can exclude them. But who would want to say that they're not affected? No? And, of course, they have to present their valid driver's license as driver. So, in the case of TODA, halimbawa, group yan sila, then the assessment can be done as a group. No? It doesn't have to go individually. So, meaning, once they're certified by the association as belonging to the group, then this list will be submitted to the LGU through the local social welfare development office. In the case of Pampanga, by the way, the targets are first the cities. We have 5 cities in Region 9. These are Isabela, Zamboanga, Pagadian, Dipolog, and Dapitan. So this list will be submitted to the LSWDO, who would do the first evaluation in assessment. Then the clean list will be submitted to us for another process, which is cross-matching and deduplication, to ensure that there will be no double entries. And of course, those written or those presented as eligible beneficiaries are really, truly entitled or eligible to be given this assistance. Yun. So, the amount will be in the sum of 5,000 pesos per individual driver. And as I mentioned earlier, this will come from our assistance for individual in crisis situation, or we call that AX. No? Naging popular na yan ang AX ngayon. And this is part of our regular fund from the Protective Service Bureau. Wala pang special allocation for this coming from the DBM or other agencies for that matter. So this allocation all comes from the DSWD. So I think Abel would mention that it's the LGU through the LSWDO, the local social welfare development offices, who will identify the eligible beneficiaries. And they will, of course, certify that these are bona fide member of the association. Or I know in Zamboanga, even in Zamboanga City, there are so many associations of tricycles, not just one, no? Just like the PUJ in other areas, marami sila, no? Mga association. So, it's the LGU who really identifies through the LSWDO. And then they will, as I've said, they will submit that list to us for another process and eventual preparation of the payroll and the cash advance for the payout. So, okay, I've mentioned already about, okay, what about the release of this assistance? In our case, since we do not have the hybrid process, what we call that, ang hybrid kasi, we need partners, like the land bank or the partner of the land bank. We have that, but for this case, for this payout for the tricycle drivers, we'll solely be utilizing our special disbursing officers. For all the 5 cities, we have already designated our disbursing officers and the paymasters who will assist the SDOs in the handing out of the cash assistance to our beneficiaries. Okay, so what they need during the payout? they will have to come with the photocopy of their driver's license. And this will be attested right there and then with their wet signature, attesting to the fact that they really are the person identified in the license, and of course, as a supporting document for our liquidation, of course, the photocopy of the driver's license. Yon. So, there's no problem with misspelled or lacking maybe letters in the names or surnames of our beneficiaries. We have a help desk to be established and be led by DSWD and the LGU. So, any problem, concern for clarification or whatsoever, the help desk will attend to the concern. But definitely, we'll have to make this a point now. For those who still have to register on that day, then we cannot entertain that. Only those who have been submitted and included in the payroll will be entertained. Okay, so we do not allow representative or authorized, whether it be relative or wife or sino ba ang gusto nila magano, nobody, no representation is going to be allowed. But in the case where the beneficiary cannot make it on the day of the payout, probably they're in the hospital somewhere, then we can ask our social workers, our paymasters to deliver this to the concerned beneficiary. Kasi there was an incident in Metro Manila because they were the first to do this payout. So the director was surprised when an ambulance came, of course, with the siren. What happened was, ang passenger doon sa ambulance was one of the beneficiaries because of the advice that no representative is allowed. So they have to bring the beneficiary through the ambulance because he was hospitalized then at that time. So, but anyway, in this case, we will not go to that extent. We will not. We will do the payout directly to the beneficiary, whether nasa hospital siya or immobilized siya or indisposed at home. Then they just have to tell us where this beneficiary can be found. Okay, so these are the implementation phase. I think we can move to the next. Okay, I know you'll be asking this later on. So there will be no posters, banners, or whatsoever of politicians linking to the program. This is purely DSWD program. No politicians or elected officials. Kahit si President, ayaw na ipalagay yung ano niya dyan. Yung banner, yung tarps niya. So, wala din program. There's going to be no program. Or we shall allow anyone to, to say something during the payout. No. It will all be payout activity. Kung ang mayroon lang dyan, tarpaulin, yung help desk. At yung anong program, ano ang kosa kita tiyan akel na diaton activity, payout del mga toda, sina lang. So no banners whatsoever, even outside of the payout center, wala. Walang politiko na inano natin dyan. Okay, so I think this is common. May mga talaga nagpapalusot, no? May mga fake documents na mga mag-present to us, but once they're caught submitting or presenting fake or anong tawag natin dyan, mga illegal documents, this will be dealt with legally by our office. We have our legal officers, no? And of course, during the payout, there will be authorities around like the police to help control the crowd and establish and ensure peace and order in the payout site. Okay, so I think we already have mentioned about help desk. In the case of TODA, since wala namang involvement dito ang LTFRB, then this will just be manned by the LGU and the DSWD. Or LTO can also be around to ensure that the licenses are really true and correct. Yan. Okay, so as I've said, it will be DSWD who will lead the help desk with the different agencies around to help clarify queries or anything that requires action from our end. So we'll be establishing this help desk. Okay, so yun na earlier I mentioned also about mga misspelled or may mga problems about surname or spellings and so on. Then the help desk will help them, of course, ensure that they'll be able to receive through the issuance of a certificate of oneness. And this will be attested to by both the help desk staff assigned and the person concerned. Yun. Okay, so the target areas I already mentioned earlier. It will be Zamboanga City, Pagadian, Dipolog, Dapitan, and Isabela City. We have a total beneficiaries of how many? 12,094 in all. For Zamboanga City, we have 4,353. For for Pagadian City, 2,863. For Dipolog, we have 2,405. And for Dapitan, 1,008. And Isabela, 1,465. Or a total of 12,094 total beneficiaries. Yan po. So these are the payout sites or venue for the April 8, not December 8, April 8 payout to TODA. Oh, that will be on Wednesday, no? For Zamboanga City, we have 5 identified sites. Sana ngayon 5 pa rin kasi by the way, for every payout site, at least there will be 1,500 in the morning and 500 in the afternoon. So since we have more than 4,000 for Zamboanga City, so they have identified, especially the LGU, 5 sites. And these are Zamboanga Central School, Baliwasan Central, Zamboanga Peninsula Polytechnic State University, Zamboanga State College of Marine Sciences and Technology, and City Mall sa Tetuan. For Pagadian, parang na-reduce na into 1, Yun na lang yung Rotonda Glass Convention Center, yung nasa Plaza Luz. Isa na lang. That used to be 2, I think, pero I think since mainit ngayon, that venue is air-conditioned, so probably they have decided to place it into just one payout center. And for Isabela, this will be at the Maluso Terminal Multipurpose Hall. No, hindi sa Maluso, doon sa terminal, multipurpose terminal lang, dyan sa Isabela City pa rin. Yeah. Next, for Dipolog, we have 3. Dipolog Sports Complex, Dipolog City Cultural Center, CSWD Covered Court of Dipolog City. And for Dapitan, there's only 1, Dapitan Central School. Yeah, so those are the basic information that we can share with you. But should you have questions, then of course I'll turn this over to Ms. Mai.
Thank you very much po. Once again, thank you very much, Director Hajimuddin. Thank you po for sharing with us the overview. No? Of course, this cash relief assistance is due to our kakulangan nga or problema sa pagtaas ng fuel dito sa buong Pilipinas.
Buong Pilipinas.
So it's the way of ng gobyerno, ng ating pamahalaan para matulungan yung ating mga transport workers like we mentioned. So ngayon po, yung ating initial payout po will be on April 8. Once again, April 8 po yan, 2026 on Wednesday. Entire day po yan. We have morning and afternoon schedule sa buong Zamboanga Peninsula. But primary cities lang po natin. The five
Yeah,
cities
only
that
the 5 cities.
that were mentioned. So sa mga may karagdagan pa pong katanungan, baka po meron tayong mga clarifications no or mga hindi po natin nabanggit kanina sa ating presentation, meron po tayong pagkakataon na magtanong sa ating Regional Director po ng DSWD Region 9. Sa mga nanonood po sa atin online, you can ask your questions po via this Facebook Live natin sa comment section. Please send in your questions and we will try to answer all of it. Sa ating mga media partners naman po nakasama natin ngayon sa venue, tatawagin po natin isa-isa no para lahat po ay may may chance to ask their questions. And sa mga gusto pa pong humabol din sa online natin, we are live, so pwede po tayong magtanong dito. And in the interest of time, then we will just prioritize the questions po that are related dito sa ating cash relief assistance. Okay, so first of all po, we have a question from Leti Melitante po. We have a question here from our Zamboanga City Media. And then later on, I will also entertain questions naman from our online.
Good morning po, Director. I'm Leti Militante of Daily Zamboanga Times and Mindanao Net TV. My question is, how much is your budget for this relief assistance? Will this be a long-term solution or one-time assistance, considering the ongoing tension in the Middle East and the continued increase of gasoline and diesel in the local industry?
Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, this is going to be the first round of assistance. We do not know if government would still be adding this 5,000 per individual. But for now, we'll be limiting to this 5,000 pesos first to our tricycle drivers and the rest. So, yun ang natin. Baka, hindi natin masabi kung ano ba ang next. For now, we will be focusing doon sa provision of cash relief assistance in the amount of 5,000 to our tricycle drivers and later on the POJ drivers and others.
And your budget, sir, for this relief cash assistance for the Zamboanga Peninsula area?
So, 12,000 times 5,000 each, that will amount to almost 100 million. That's, I think, 80 plus million for now. And there will be another round of payout for another.
Thank you po.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question po will be coming from Mr. Dan Toribio.
Good afternoon, RD. Dan Toribio, Zamboanga Today and News DTV Zamboanga. RD, esta di may pregunta, kay kami na media, kada tiyan payout, tiyan reklamo kay late, kay may pwede sa kadayon. Este ara payout na dito mga drivers, what assurance kita tiyan pwede agarra, kay hindi kita uwi reklamo dito ng mga driver?
Sa ito dan, tiyan negatyan sina ba? Por eso in advance, pensya kami po na helpless, no? Para si tiyan reklamo, at least tiyan can attende or contesta kung mga pregunta. Definitely there will always be question or problem. But of course, we'll try to minimize this problem through, ayuda kita, kanila, pakilaya o sulba dila problema o kusa mga pregunta.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So again po, no, may help desk po yung ating DSWD na pwedeng tumulong sa mga may tanong pa po or sa
Kung
mga
may mga
questions or may mga reklamo nga
May
daw
reklamo,
during
yun.
the day, no? So may help desk po si DSWD. Sa lahat po ba ito ng payout centers?
Tama po, tama po, Ms. Mai. All the payout centers in all the cities, mayroon talaga help desk.
Alright, so we have another question po from Ma'am RG Antoinette Go.
Yes, RD, magandang hapon. RG from Armen Zamboanga and Daily Zamboanga Times. RD, you have mentioned kanina, huwag mabahala yung hindi makakapunta kung na-hospital or may sakit. So, paano ang magiging sistema niyan, sir? Kailan nyo din i-deliver yung ayuda nila. Just in case di talaga kayanin ng katawan.
O, kung nasa city limit lang tayo, we can deliver that within a day. Yes, we will assign staff to do that, no, from among our paymasters.
So wag silang within the day.
Within the day, kung within the city limit, unless nasa Bitalian siya, doon na talagang
I-schedule.
Schedule natin yung ano.
Okay, final in my NRD. Siguro after nitong you have mentioned sa opening ninyo na lahat naman apektado, no? Yung tricycle driver and even I think ordinaryong tao like you and me. What may idea na ba sir who would be the next to receive the ayuda sir after this TODA operators?
After this TODA in the cities, there will be another TODA for the municipalities. Remember, wala pa tayong municipality. So, there will be another round for the TODA in the municipalities. This coming April 16, as far as I can remember, 16. But the deadline for submission will be between now and April 8 for the municipal LGUs to submit the list of their TODA members. Yun.
I mean other group RD aside from the TODA.
PUJ, Public Utility Jeepney drivers, we already have made the arrangement with the LTFRB. Nakita with the LTFRB, but the process will be different. The LTFRB will be submitting the list, the certified list, to the central office. And the central office will submit that to our central office. The clean list, duly certified by the LTFRB, will be submitted to us for the preparation of payroll and the scheduling of the payout. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. We have 2 online questions po, no? This one is from Cecil Aboy who is watching live po from TV11.
Doc Cecil, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon po. His question is, ordinary workers are also feeling the weight of the crisis. Do we have similar programs for minimum wage earners, including members of the media?
Yes, we're waiting for that. No, we're just waiting for the instruction from the secretary or the national government, from the president himself. Kung mayroong ganyan, then of course, obediently, DSWD will do that. No? So we're just waiting for that. I think it's just a matter of prioritizing first and next and so on.
Thank you po, RD.
Okay,
Next
thank you.
question is from Luwalhati Belen from Radyo Natin Pagadian. Clarification lang po sa case ng LGU Pagadian. Valid ba yung pagpalista sa barangay as ordered by the governor? And what did the DSWD do on the listing? Did they compile also those who are listed care of sa mga barangay chairperson?
Yeah, actually, dalawa ang source ng data from Pagadian. But this data which came from the governor and the city of Pagadian were juxtaposed. Kung binangga namin sa isa't isa to ensure that there will be no duplication. So, actually, the biggest number of duplicates for all the cities is Pagadian with 200 plus. So, meaning, registered na sa city tapos sinubmit pa uli ng barangay o ng sino pang kwan doon. So, naging duplicates siya. So, meaning, nandun pa rin sila. So, we're able to at least deduplicate and got the clean list from the list submitted by both, no?
Kaya sigurado po, RD, na isang beses lang makakatanggap,
Yes,
no? Dahil nag-cross-checking. Next question naman is from Jimmy Kaermare from the Wonder Radio Dipolog. May follow-up payout po ba kung hindi nakakuha sa unang schedule?
Kung mayroon hindi nakakuha for any valid reason, then babayaran natin kasi ano yan sa kanila. That's due them. No, we would not want to deprive these beneficiaries from receiving what is due them. So kung hindi talaga pwede, like what I said, nasa hospital, so they don't have to bring with them ambulance or they don't have to be transported by ambulance just to claim that. We'll make sure those will not be able to be present during the payout since we do not allow representative. We'll make sure our staff will be able to pay them personally.
Pero wala po ba tayong limit na days for the payout?
Actually, sana the following day, maano natin, no? This is going to be an exception. Although ang instruction is it has to be paid on the day. But tayo, for out of humanitarian consideration, we can probably allow the next day so that the day after that, we'll be processing our liquidation.
Clarification lang po, RD. Anong oras po at hanggang what time po? Is it 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. strictly po yung ating schedule ng payout?
Actually, ang schedule natin, we will start as early as 6 o'clock. Our staff will be there past 5 in the morning, and then up to noon, and then in the afternoon, we can probably cater up to the last man standing, no?
Thank you very much. So, and our next question is from Sir Alan Toti Bernales of IO.
Yes, good afternoon, Regional Director Rich Redu Najibudin and Ma'am Myra. The question is, only from Zamboanga City, saan po ang data na to ng beneficiaries is 4,353? Is it included the POJ or only the tricycles?
No, only tricycle drivers. Only tricycles.
So wala pang POJ
Registered
dito?
with the
Sa tab?
Tricycle
Adjudication Board. Opo.
Oh.
So, included ba yung mga hindi members ng PATODA or Rueda?
For as long as they are registered tricycle in the city, not necessarily member of the TODA, they can be on their own independently as tricycle drivers and operators.
So nandito kasi sir sa beneficiaries 4,330 wala pa hindi pa sila sure na nakasali dito.
So far, that's the list submitted to us by
data tricycle
the tab,
adjudication.
headed by Attorney Dr. Lero and the CSWD. But I understand from their word, meron pa daw na miss at meron hindi nakahabol sa ano. So, for those who were not able to catch up with the registration and submission because we set a deadline for the submission, so pwede pa sila man-register. For as long as it will be certified by the but we're not sure kung pwede ba natin immediately magawa yan because the next sector to be paid will be those from the municipality.
So approximately how about the PUJ? Meron kayong data na ilan ang
Actually,
beneficiaries?
based doon sa LTFRB, for the entire Zamboanga, there are only 2,000 plus. To include those having yung shifting driver for a vehicle, dalawang driver. For example, 3 days yung isa, 4 days yung isa, or 3 days, 3 days sila. So, that included that, what do you call that? Reliever?
Relevo.
Oh, yung mga relevo.
Sir, meron po tayo rin sa tricycle pag umaga, pang gabi, meron din tayo. Including natin sa 4,000?
Depende kung sinama ba nila. Because what we receive from the LGU are just the clean list. So it's up to them to certify, to validate, to assess as to who are supposed to be eligible to receive this assistance from the
Okay, sir.
government.
That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Another questions naman po from our live viewers. We have a question from Ma'am Sara Tulabing of DXAS. Magandang araw po. Ano-ano po yung mga contingency measures na meron ng DSWD para mapabilis ang pag-release ng ayuda at matiyak ang kaligtasan ng ating mga benepisyaryo? Lalo na ngayong matindi ang heat index sa Zamboanga Peninsula. Mayroon po ba tayong mga naka-standby na medical teams or emergency protocols para maiwasan ang mga untoward incidents gaya ng pagkahimatay o iba pang health emergencies sa payout sites?
Oh, thank you, Ms. May. Napakaganda ng question. Ano? Of course, we have requested the respective local government units to provide all this. From yung medical, ano itong tawag nila dyan, yung mga medical staff, to security, to chairs, and everything. In fact, we requested if they can provide provision for the beneficiaries. Never mind for the staff, no? We can look for our own. But for the beneficiaries, they can provide to our staff, that's fine. And of course, as a measure, considering that the heat index have now shoot up to 40 plus degrees centigrade ba yan? Ano, no? Fahrenheit ba yan? So, that's why we're starting early. As early as 5 a.m., our staff will be there. So we can start maybe at 6 o'clock so that while the sun's still down, no? So later, the better we can finish this early.
Okay, thank you po. Next question naman from Sir Jung Francisco Paano po sisiguraduhin ng DSWD na magiging transparent ang distribusyon ng ayuda? May mekanismo ba para maiwasan ang duplication or ghost beneficiaries, which is na-clarify na rin natin po kanina? Ito na lang po, may plano ba or may plano pa bang karagdagang tulong ang DSWD?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, other than the TODA in the cities, there will be another TODA for the municipalities, and then soon will be the PUJ drivers. So we're still waiting for other possible beneficiaries in the future. It all depends on the instruction coming from our higher up.
Isa rin po sa mga tanong niya ay mga tulong from other agencies which we cannot really
Yes.
Pero what we are sure of is isa po dito si LTFRB.
Yes, oo. Oh, mayroon mga agencies, I think, not to for LTO, but may mga fuel vouchers, I think, from other agencies. They're also providing as a subsidy to our affected drivers, no?
Okay, thank you po. Our next question will be coming from Sir RG Ramos of RPN.
RD, Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Sir, may pergunta lang sir regarding del cash assistance sir no. El estaura de tricycle kabar regarding de mga transport. Pergunta lang din miyo, akal ba kailos mga tamang commute? Chile ba plano DSWD tamien man kwantamien?
Yeah, kung sa tabla kita, espera kita ara, si Chene ba instruction, dali ko ng mga affected commuters namin. Actually, kami mismo, among the RDs, we were asking, what about those island municipalities where their means of transportation is motorized bangka, hindi tamen motorcycle, di ba? Hindi tricycle. So, nuay pa daw, kaya hindi entraw na diaton guideline ara, but soon, they will also be part of the priorities.
Okay. Last question tamin ni Mio sir no. Puwera na tricycle el mga PUJ ba tambien, chile ba tamin este coming kwan kay de otro kasi taprikuta tamin kumigo kasi mga drivers si chile ba daw an sila tambien el cash assistance ba el DSWD tapay para tambien.
Ang magkalabla kita nantes, after the tricycle drivers and for cities and municipalities, then next will be the PUJ, whose data will come from the LTFRB. So hopefully, Italia, restraw sila ng LTFRB, amo sila daton basis. Kay sila sabi, king-ken sa mga drivers, mga PUJ drivers.
Last ni Mio sir no. Akel regarding mga fake illegal documents an sina kusal pena del DSWD sir kakunese.
Yeah, so
Aquellos.
akal mga peke, mga anong sabi kita tala makita, mga fictitious document. Of course, they will be dealt with legally. So, tiyan kita mga kuan. So, el police talya, saya penakoy kanilan sina, then of course, they'll be dealt with, they'll be charged for for falsification, no? Ansina, usa sila mga misrepresentation, no? So there will be corresponding penalties and charges for those unscrupulous individuals.
Okay sir, thank you.
Thank you very much po, Sir RG. Meron lang po tayong iba pang mga katanungan, RD, that we would like clarification din po. Isa dito is, yung ating one of the requirements for the claiming of the assistance is driver's license. How about po yung mga hindi po makapagpakita ng driver's license? All they have is online copies. Will this be accepted po?
Yes, for as long as it's legitimate coming from the LTO portal, then we will accept that. Of course, to be certified by the LTO that this is legitimate, that this is not fake. So we will allow that. And of course, this will be certified by our partner agencies like the LTO.
Okay, follow up naman po from Sir Jung Francisco. Kung patuloy po ang pagtaas ng presyo ng krudo at limitado lang ang ayuda, hindi ba't tila panandali ang band-aid solution lang ito? Ano ang konkretong pangmatagalan na plano po ng DSWD at pamahalaan para hindi na paulit-ulit na umaasa sa ayuda ang ating transport workers?
Okay. For now, yan lang muna ang ano natin. But I hope and I believe our administration, particularly our Secretary Rex Resalian, is of course coming up. He will surely be coming up with initiative on how to come up with something sustainable. Para hindi lang kita ansina, kumudali lang ansina. Of course, that will be temporary. But we're thinking, of course, and he's thinking of something sustainable if this crisis will prolong.
Ito po, clarification lang po from Zamboanga Pastors Association. From DXAS, no, station manager, meron po bang fuel subsidy ang DSWD?
So this is actually the fuel subsidy that we're talking about. So instead of, like the fuel voucher coming from LTFRB or other agencies, for that matter, ours is cash, in a form of cash. But this is actually fuel subsidy for our drivers who are affected by this energy crisis.
So since we still have time, we have follow-up questions po from our media partners po dito na kasama natin. Again, let's call on Ms. Lati Militante.
Thank you, Ms. Myra. RD, this is for clarification.
Yes.
I understand the application for the relief assistance was recourse to the local government unit. Now, my question is, sino po ang matatanggap? What assurance can you give na ang matatanggap sa relief assistance will be the operator or the driver?
The drivers. Pero there's an exception to that. There's such thing as we call operator and driver at the same time. Operator, this yung motor, el driver. So entitled as driver, pero operator siya hindi entraw.
Okay, so the driver. So what guarantee, Director, na ang driver talaga matatanggap? Kasi based na rin na doon sa data, 4,000 plus, I understand it is more than 5,000 registered tricycle operator in Zamboanga City. So I wonder bakit 4,000 plus lang. So ibig sabihin yan, yun iba hindi naka-avail o he did not apply for the relief assistance.
Yeah. I think ang nangyari dyan, there were those whose documents were not updated. So they still, right now, siguro updating their documents. So no sila pwede entra, kaya naman kita deadline. So actually initially, as I've mentioned, in the indicative target that the city provided us, there were more than 5,000. But later on, when they submitted the final list, the clean list, only 4,353 lang ya ginda ka namon. So, pero tiyan sila tabla na, tiyan panoy pwede alkansa na registration.
But they can comply po, RD.
Pwede sila. Kaya
Humabol.
for as long as registered get sila, kaya alkanali, nisita man updated ang mga document. Hindi pwede akel expired ya ang China. So, amokel siguro el otro na pwede because expired el dila mga dokumento. So, ara pa lang sila taman accomplish.
Now, additional question, Director, RD. Na on tricycle, I understand there are 2 to 3 drivers.
Ang China
So
ba?
are they all, the 2 or 3 drivers can apply for the relief assistance? Kasi,
That will depend because we're not the ones assessing. It's the city. It's the LGU. Si abla sila tiene dos, for example, and that's a reality, el dos, no? Pero for tres, ese no sabi. But that will all depend. If the city assesses these 3 as eligible and beneficiaries for this assistance, then sila el-kwan, no? Basta kami, receive kami el-clean list. Kaya nadiamong ko naman tayo abla uno lang, no? So meaning that's why na PUJ yabla LTFRB chene daw na on jeep mga dos driver amo kal the most that they told us. Dos, kumo 3 dias sila. So ansina.
so for confirmation, RD, so the final say here is the local government
Yes.
unit and DSWD has nothing to do on the approval.
Yeah.
Whoever will receive the relief assistance.
El diamond, el clean list na dada sila, certified as legitimate and eligible, amo kal kami entra na payroll.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you very much. So again, no, to clarify lang, no, what RD mentioned is that yung list po na nasa DSWD ngayon is from the local government unit
Tama.
na sila na po yung nag-assess.
Sila.
So, clean list na lang po yung fini-forward sa DSWD and purely distribution na lamang sila, and which we believe na yung mga names na andon were assessed talaga ng LGU.
Thoroughly by the city.
Okay, yes. And we have also follow-up question from Sir Alan Totti.
Yes, sir. Similar to the question of Leti Militante. Agar ba certain min kita, tiene kasi driver, instance, abla kita el case di suyo, extra lang le. So, tiene na di suyo bisinos, tiene mga tricycles, como 3 tricycle, unday nyo lang. So, tiene mga instances na absent alone driver, di permanente, tan extra le, then other time tan extra tan otro tricycle, kay may el driver. So, extra lang le, pwede ba liman na man-avail ko na sa programa ng gobyerno?
Siyan allow el city and sinel sitwasyon, then sila el masabi.
So, the final say will be the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
The final say is with the
How about me,
local
sir?
government.
Member de la REDA.
Kusa say?
REDA, member of the REDA. Naipayuman ko na.
Association del?
Si, del tricycle.
Oh.
Active member yun, sir.
Nasita man ni hatu. Oh, na ito man sabi Italian.
Por eso kay kalba sila activity is 5,000 plus.
Tabla yun.
400 plus, 4,000 plus pa lang.
Oh.
So baka palta pataki pa ang mga otro.
Na ara, toti. Si pwede to receive el tricycle nito, pwede receive si media dali.
Thank you, thank you.
Ay, okay, thank you very much po no, for the clarification. I know marami tayong mga questions, especially sa mga duplication of names, whoever will receive talaga the cash assistance. Another follow-up question po from RG Anthony.
Follow up po, RD. Kasi nabanggit din kanina na bawal ang politician or government official sa during
Elective
elective official
officials,
sa payout. Sir, paano kung may mga sisingit na yung parang tent or yung magpapalagay ng tent para hindi mainit? And then alam naman natin minsan yung mga tents may pangalan nila or what would be the penalty kung makita sila doon, sir?
Actually, bawal yung may ganon. In fact, may special provision sa GAA 2026 kel taman bawal kung el mga ansina el de la presensya ng mga payout del DSWD. So, in that case, we will politely ask them to remove. Maskin como habla tayo da, kay por causa caliente, then we will politely ask them to change that if they still want to help. Okay, basta nuay ansina akel ba nombre, ansina o kosata, linking them to kasi si ansina baka pwede kalabla entraw sila na kuan, no? Kaya po ba sila China. So they can help in whatever way provided it will not appear in a, like akal ba tamang promote dila mga nombre.
For elective officials, RD, pag nandun sila, definitely papaalisin sila. Tama ba?
O kakausapin natin sila. O kakausapin natin. Hindi natin sabihin, alis kayo. Hindi. Kakausapin nila in a very nice way na el dato neste payout China, China kita directive na. No program si, por ejemplo, accidentally they will come, of course, they will not be allowed to say something and we will be requesting them, if possible, na unuan na man entra na.
Thank you. At
Thank
least
you
klaro.
po. Then again, no, emphasis lang po na this cash relief assistance is the program po purely by DSWD. So we prohibit po talaga, kasama po yan sa ating memorandum na there will be no any political
No walang tarps
entity.
del mga politiko.
Yes. Walang
Or
politiko po
appearance.
na allowed. No appearance po doon sa ating payout sites. Again, next question naman po from... yes,
sa
po,
rejoinder doon, kahit nga si President, ayaw na ipalagay yung niya.
Yung
Kahit
kanyang
pangalan niya,
mukha.
kahit mukha niya. So, that's setting the example for our other elective officials not to be present or to be in the payout side on
Okay.
that day.
Next question po from Sir Gilbert Sincero.
Good afternoon, RD and Ma'am Myra. Gilbert Miguel, sir, from Radyo Sincero. Sir, I have a question. Since umabot na tayo sa isang buwan po, yung crisis po, lalong-lalo na po sa Middle East, what caused a delay po para mag-decide sa DSWD na ngayon po gagawin yung releasing nitong ayuda para sa ating mga driver?
Actually, natagalan lang tayo dahil sa yung preparation natin. Actually, NCR started that and then Region 4A and Region 3 yung malapit sa NCR because alam mo na yun ang pinakamalaking numbers kasi mga more than 100,000 ang nila. So then later on, because of course we have to accept the scarcity of our resources, no? Because yung pondo na ito kinukuha lang sa regular allocation namin. Sana wala ito para sa mga regular clients natin ito. But because of the necessity of the situation, then we'll have to take something from our regular allocation para ibigay natin dito. So natagalan lang because we really have to prepare for that. We have considered mga question ninyo yan, tama. Kailangan talaga, kinonsider namin yan lahat. Just like you dito sa natin, sa kapihan natin, nung President Secretary, maraming tanong din, paano ito, paano ganyan? So, hindi lahat nasagot. Tulad yung ako, ang experience natin sa Region 9, we have island municipalities, especially in Sulu. No? Now, Sulu is now part of Region 9. So out of the 19, there are 9 municipalities and their means of transportation is motorized bangka. Pero in spite of that, hindi pa rin sila kasama po now kasi hindi nasaklaw doon sa guideline. But soon, sabi ni Secretary, we will be attending to them.
So you mean po, sir, yung DSWD Region 9, sir, is don't have enough budget para dito sa mga ayuda, especially when it comes in crisis po?
Yun na nga, kinuha natin sa budget natin ito, yung kwan na yan, yung para sa cash relief assistance. And then, of course, kung makulangan kami, then we will have to request from Central. Kasi meron naman sila doon mga pondo pa, buffer, na pwede i-supplement, pwede i-augment sa mga regions.
Last in my part, sir. Dito po ba sa ayuda ng AICS po para sa mga tricycle po, no, driver operator, may limit po ba tayo ng ayuda para sa kanila or depende po sa kung sino po yung mag-a-apply?
Of course, open yan. Mayroon nga tayong mga advisory na mag-apply sila doon sa LGU. So yung iba, siguro sa feeling sa pakiramdam nila, they're not affected, they can manage with their resources, mayroon hindi mag-apply. Kaya nga ang inano dito, yung mga affected, greatly affected. Yung iba siguro sa palagay nila hindi naman ako masyado affected, then let us give the chance to yung iba na greatly affected by the yung crisis. So,
Thank you, sir.
okay,
Sir.
welcome.
Next question po from our online din po from Sir Marco Polo. Is it true po that there is a concern requiring the PUV drivers to be a registered voters before they can receive the ayuda from the government?
Okay, that's a very good question, no, Miss Mai. Actually, wala, no? Kaya nga sabi natin, even politicians are not allowed. So, kung mayroon mga rumor mongerers ng ganyan na hindi yan totoo. Wala. Basta ang namin yan, yung registered nga na mga tricycle drivers and operators sa respective areas that you have targeted. Walang ganun na kuha. We deny that. O kung may malaman kami, kausapin namin, hindi yan pwede. Bawal yan.
Driver's license lang talaga po.
Walang driver's license lang talaga.
Isa
Saka
sa
in
mga
Frances.
follow-up question din po ni Sir Marco is about the additional assistance in the future, which I think clarified na rin kanina that the next assistance will be for our PUJ drivers naman or other transport groups. Okay, next question naman po. Still from our online viewer, we have a question from Bernie Gonzaga. Mangutana ko, dili pwede matagaan ang dili botante sa barangay. Okay, same question po, RD.
Wala, dili na siya ko dili ang atong ginaihab dia butante ka o dili. Ang ang measure dia is registered ba ka as a tricycle driver or appeal ba ka sa Tricycle Drivers Association, mo na ang kuan ang guideline. Dili ingon nga dapat butante ka dia, no? It's not a requirement.
Another clarification po, RD, bakit po hindi pa kasama yung Zamboanga Sibugay Province?
Kasi ang Sibugay, wala pang city. But they will be part of the next group, yung sa municipality, Municipal TODA. So alam natin ang Sibugay is still up to now does not have a city. Except they're saying Ipil will soon become a city. So, yan ang natin. That's why dili sila appeal, no? Ang Sibugay for now.
Next naman po from our online viewer naman, Remelier Lee, paano pag hindi po makapunta sa date of release, pwede pa rin ba siyang makapag-claim? I think na-clarify na rin natin kanina. And if wala pong beneficiary that day of release, pwede lang ba magdala ng authorization letter na may ID na naka-attach ng beneficiary?
Hindi nga, yun ang hindi natin ina-allow yung representation. Kahit pa mayroon siyang SPA, tinatawag natin, yung Special Power of Attorney, we still do not allow that. No? So kung talagang indisposed o talagang hindi pwede, may sakit o talagang o nasa hospital ba, or kami ang pupunta doon, maghahatid ng ayuda.
Another question naman po, follow-up din ito kay from Sir Jung Francisco. Paano nyo haharapin ang posibleng pananaw po ng publiko na ginagamit lang ang ganitong ayuda bilang short-term relief na may bahid na politika, lalo na kung malapit na po ang mga critical na panahon?
Actually, ang DSWD, programa na namin yung AX. Namimigay tayo ng assistance sa mga vulnerable sectors, affected na mga individuals and families. So, hindi na yung bago sa amin. Hindi yung ginagawa na malapit lang ano. Wala. Actually, if not because of the crisis in the Middle East, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng ayuda o 5,000 doon sa mga tricycle drivers and PUJ drivers.
We have few more questions na lang po para maklarify din po yung iba. No? If a beneficiary po arrives and finds a discrepancy like yung mga misspelled po na names, can they realistically expect po to receive their payout pa rin po on the same day of their schedule?
Yes, makaka-receive pa rin sila. Basta hindi yan peke, makaka-receive sila. The help desk will help them doon sa mga certificate of oneness kung halimbawa yun ang kailangan. So that's why we have that already requirement na in place para yano na lang nila.
Yung mga transport workers po ba natin who are not part of accredited association, can they still qualify?
Yeah, for as long as registered na sila, may prangkisa sila, nag-ooperate that they're not member of existing organization. Ang mayroon kasi organization, mas madali kasi the organization mismo certifies for the membership of the drivers. So, yung individual ganyan, then he has to prove na talagang may prangkisa siya, driver siya.
Thank you very much po, Ardino. I think meron pa po ba tayong mga follow-up? Okay, so wala na rin po tayong masyadong na-monitor no, sa ating online po na live. I think that's all po. So, ano na lamang po, any more clarification and announcement po for everyone po to be aware of?
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Mai. On April 8, there will be a nationwide payout for our tricycle drivers in the entire country, for the cities in the entire country. No? So, I hope our friends from the Trimedia will be able to witness because this will be covered live, nationwide, simultaneously, yung payout natin ngayon sa April 8. So, we encourage you to be around so that you can also help us generate information or complaints so that we can properly address those questions. So, again, sa mga iba, may mga tanong pa, then you can approach your respective LGUs for further information. And of course, our social marketing unit is just here should you want to approach, or our crisis intervention unit and our SWAD offices in the different cities and provinces. They'll be more than willing to help you, assist you in any concern that you would want to be clarified or that you want to ask. And of course, I would like to thank again our partner from the PIA, si Ms. Mai, of course, your OICRD, si Joe, and the rest of the team. Maraming salamat sa inyo for giving us this opportunity to share this information to the public. So magandang hapon sa atin lahat.
Thank you very much po. Talagang malaking tulong po ito no, because this is very timely and I know ine-expect na rin po talaga ng ating mga transport workers itong tulong na ibibigay sa kanila ng ating pamahalaan. Thank you very much once again sa ating panauhin. We have the Regional Director of the SWD9, Director Ridwan Hajimuddin. Maraming salamat po. And of course, thank you to the DSWD team and information team po natin, Regional Information Office po ng DSWD 9, headed by Ivan Eric Salvador. Thank you very much, no, because this is a very helpful platform din natin and very helpful information that will help our citizens po, especially the most affected ngayon sa ating concern on fuel increase na, price increase natin, which is our transport sector. Naway, marami po tayong natutunan ngayong araw. Thank you very much pa rin sa ating mga viewers, online viewers po na nakatutok sa ating programang Kapihan sa Rio 9. And of course, maraming salamat sa ating mga media partners all over Zamboanga Peninsula po sa inyong patuloy po na suporta din sa ating programa. And lahat po na ating mga katanungan, sana po nasagot natin lahat. Or kung meron pa po tayong mga follow-up questions, you can message po or visit yung mga pages po, Facebook pages ng ating mga ahensya ng gobyerno. That includes the SWD Field Office 9, Regional Office 9 po, ang kanilang Facebook page. And sa atin rin pong Philippine Information page, Philippine Information Agency Facebook page, PIA Western Mindanao. So if you have clarification, especially po sa mga sites, no, posted na po natin yan para po alam natin kung saan po yung ating mga payout sites on April 8 on Wednesday. Ayun, thank you very much po muli and makikita pa po tayo sa ating mga susunod pang episodes ng Kapihan sa Region 9. Sa ngalan pong muli ng PIA Region 9 OIC Jocelyn Alvarez, ito po si Myra Espinosa. Muchísimas gracias.